How to promote your business without social media. So this is going to be an interesting one and tricky one. We have completely changed our company since 2020 in the pandemic. I was 100% offline. I traveled 3 to 5 days a week with a private plane. I traveled all over the world, 6 continents, event to an event to an event to an event, stage to stage to stage, networking event, you name it. That's how we rolled and made hundreds of millions of dollars. Then COVID hit and the world changed. So now we are here on social media and we do a lot. But how do you promote outside of this social media platform? So we're going to talk about leveraging your brand. How do you actually do that? We'll have some distinction around off and online methods. And I still believe, and I still do go to some events, very selective events, that you need to do both. And then the last thing I want to talk about is how do you turn your personal contacts, like here, into business opportunities and revenue? See, a lot of you, you're trained to be an employee and you're not thinking, how do I create offers for people to serve their life so I get paid? You have great skills. All of you do. I know you do. You're just not organized in a way with a team or a system to put it around you so you actually have a business, so you don't know how to give an offer like an entrepreneur would. So I have 2 tickets to a Millionaire Intensive where we teach just that, and we have you get up and running in less than 3 hours. You're going to have a business, you're going to have an idea, you're going to have an offer, and we're going to put you in a marketplace to test it and see if people want to buy from you. So we have a lot of ways that you can be with us in that event, which again, I'm going to say that getting to that event, a lot of it's by referral. I mean, it's not all social media that fills up that event. So make sure you grab those 2 tickets and show up. Now, when you talk about a brand, what's been really interesting about COVID and coming to social media is most brands have become personalities, right? I have done everything to stay, you know, not Loral Langemeier, but the Millionaire Maker and Integrated Wealth Systems. And before that, I was Live Out Loud. And at the end of the day, everybody comes back to Loral Langemeier. So we're having that interesting challenge with a lot of people. So just own it. You're going to be a brand, and what is your product and services? So for example, like for us, speaking personally again, we were Live Out Loud from 2001 until sometime in the early teens, and Live Out Loud then became Oprah Sang. There's a Christian, a rap, and a country song called Live Out Loud, and it's just overused, and we just changed it. So we actually, that's the core company still. We just changed the URL to Integrated Wealth Systems because that's what we do. We help integrate your wealth, your business, and get you a team and a system. So we do the whole integration for you and with you side by side. So that's how I shifted my brand. And yes, people go to Ask Loral, another way I use my personal brand, ASKLORAL, ask questions, make a request. So as you watch me, think of the things that I'm doing to you, and you need to do them to now your audience. So I have somebody that does cold press soaps that just came into our community. I have somebody who does engineering. I have somebody who sells dogs. I have somebody who does porta potties. I have so many clients in so many industries. It doesn't matter. You still got to build a brand around it. And then how do you get out and market it? So let's move to offline, on and offline. I still think you're going to go back to your original. If chambers are meeting, which most chambers are meeting these days, you still have, there's women networking groups. There's still BNI exists out there. There's a lot of groups that still exist where you can go to events and market, where you're going to bring a flyer, you're going to bring your business card. The flyer might have a QR code to take them somewhere to give them a gift or give them some introductory offer, but you've got to still do that. And especially if you like in real estate insurance and you're really a geocentric market and your offers are very geo-targeted to that demographic in that area, then get out other places. I mean, go speak at other places and do alignments. Like I know realtors who actually partner and align to car dealerships, for example, or law firms where they can actually share and collaborate on the client, because clients need all these things. They don't need just what you have. So collaborations and partnerships is a huge way. In addition to events during all those years when I was running around the world, I would have a lot of joint ventures and affiliate relationships where other people would put me on their stage. They put me in front of their audiences, and never underestimate this. I'm going to come to this next, because this currently is your database of not just friends and family. This could be a revenue machine. So I'm going to come to that next. So let me just read off some of the offline things that you may want to consider. So again, your website should be mobile ready. And again, we're talking about how do you do this with social media. So you got to have a website. That's going to be your business card, your brochure. Make sure you SEO it. You can still do the traditional blogs, articles. I know people who still do newsletters, podcasts. Again, I've talked about affiliate marketing, direct mail campaigns. I mean, postcards are actually one of the #1 because there's just so much going on out there. there. Postcards are still one of the #1 things you could do. And I'm actually in a card and a postcard and gift program. You can grab the link below, become part of my team. I've been doing that for decades. So I send a lot of thank yous. I send all the Christmas cards out that way. I do gifts anytime somebody shows up. So I make money on the money. It is a direct sales company, but I use that to do huge direct mail campaigns for postcards out to thousands of people. Then the other one, like I said, is just go find events. You know, what can you speak about for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes? The big 90-minute spots on stages are pretty much gone. Even as a keynote, I'm restricted to usually 45 to 60 minutes, but find yourself out and learn how to speak about what you're really, really good at with a very simple offer and collect the leads. So one thing I see with most people offline marketing is they just talk about themselves. They don't collect the names, phone numbers, and emails of those who they're talking to. If you don't have their name, phone number, and email, and I can tell you their phone number is more important than their email because that way you can text them and connect with them, you're missing it all. Because if you're not building a database of people who are interested in what you have, where do you go back and source them from again and again and again? Now, before I go to the last point, and how do you use this lovely device to make a bunch of money? Like I could make 6 figures today just on this device if I really wanted to and got to it. I'll teach you to do the same all the time. It's not difficult. It's just different to do. I want you to subscribe to my channel. I want you here 5 days a week. I want you to click that notification button and really listen. Every day, come out with one thing that you have learned that you could do differently. Start changing your behavior with money. Lean into our community. We have so much to offer you, from making money to keeping money, investing money. Let us help. Don't be out there struggling all of 2024. Now, the last point is, how do you turn your personal contacts into professional and business opportunities? So here's what I would do. If I'm you and I'm out there and I don't have a website, first of all, I would go get a website up, get a landing page, so at least you have a brochure. If you want to work with our marketing team, we can get you a landing page up really quick so you have that brochure and a database that we're talking about. Just go to askrms.com, and if it stands for Rapid Marketing Systems, our team can help you. But how do you use this? If I'm using exactly what I teach people, I said, I want you to open this up and I want you to start at A's and go through Z. Number 1, how many contacts are in your phone? I have thousands and thousands and thousands. Then you want to scroll down to the names you haven't talked to in a while, or you maybe, like, I meet people in first class all the time. I meet people out at events all the time. So my phone is loaded with people that I may or may not have followed up with for a while. So I can, put a whole group thread together. I can go one by one and put one text together that says, hey, this is Loral. It's been a while since I've talked to you. How are you? Just get the engagement, get them to, and then immediately when they're like, oh, I'm fine. So I hope your year's off to a great success is my next text in there. I would say, I hope your year's off to a great success. I'm really focused on some very interesting projects and new revenue streams. I'd love to have a conversation with you. How I can help you with money. I'm a money expert, as you know, if you remember from the plane or wherever I remember meeting them. Can we set up a quick time to have a conversation and set up a time and get on a call and sell them something? And a lot of you, you're going to chat with them, especially you women. You chat, you don't sell. And your close does not sound like, hey, let me know if you're interested. It's, when do you want to start? How do you want to pay? And let's begin. So if you don't know how to do that, again, I know how to script you into an ask, tell, ask, so you had that sales conversation. But if you want to make money, you've got to focus on, where is it coming from? It comes from other people. It's that simple. It comes from other people. It just doesn't come out of thin air. Those of you that work at home who never pick up the phone and call anybody, and you don't have a good social presence or web presence, I'm thinking, how do you work at home and make money? Unless you have a job, because no one's calling you. There's no clients in your house. There's just you and a whole bunch of distractions. So get out of your house unless you have all your online presence set up. So I have a ton to teach you. Look forward to working with you at any time. Go to askloral.com, ASKLORAL. Ask to talk to our team, ask about our events that are coming up. And I'd love for you to lean in, learn, become a millionaire this year. You can do it.